So before we start this video, I would just like to say that if you're just here for the rehab exercises, then it is in a later part of the video, whose timestamp I'll mention in the description or in the comments down below. With that out of the way, I would just like to set a bit of context for this video, because during the course of this video or during the course of this video series, you might feel at multiple points that why am I taking a certain decision, or why am I pushing through it, or something like that. But I hope that this context helps answer those questions a bit better, and adjust your approach according to the time frame that you have. So my name is Ayush. I'm a 27-year-old 9 to 5 desk job corporate employee. I've been playing football for about 10 years now. My workout routine looks something like I try to work out 4 times a week, and I try to squeeze in 1 or 2 football games a week. So I guess this makes me a perfect weekend warrior. So I've been having Achilles pain for about an year now. But for the first 6 months, it was a bit gradual. The morning after a match day, I would have pain in my first few steps. After about 5 minutes of walking, the pain would disappear. So I took an approach of, don't fix something until it's broke. But at about 3 to 4 months ago, what started happening was the pain started happening during the matches. Even this was a bit gradual. So the onset of pain first would start at about 10 minutes before full time, then 15 minutes before full time, so on and so forth. About a month ago, the situation became so bad that even when I was starting the game, the pain would start just while warming up. At this point, I realized I needed some help. I tried different combinations of taking more rest between my match days, or changing my position or changing my style to a less physically demanding role. But all of these approaches did not help me, either with the confidence in my game or with my pain. So why this urgency, why this need for an accelerated program? So the thing is that my B school has an annual sports festival in which a lot of colleges and teams participate across various sports. Out of all of these teams, there are 2 teams which are reserved for the alumni or the pass outs of the college. So one of my batchmates, who is also an alumni now, has recommended me for the football team of one of these alumni teams. So what happens is, in the existing players in these teams are pass outs from previous batches, and since I am a recent pass out, not a lot of alumni players have seen me play. What this basically means is I have to give a trial to these existing team captains to decide whether I am suitable for the team or not. Which brings me to my second problem, which is that you see, I stay in Mumbai, and majority of the senior players are either in Delhi or in Bangalore. So basically, I have decided to travel to Bangalore from December 19 to December 22 for my trials. And the day that I've started this video, or the day that I've started my therapy sessions, is December 1. So basically, that leaves me with 20 days to recover and put up a decent show at the trials. So I'm doing this video for multiple reasons, but my primary reason would be that I only visit my therapist once a week. So that leaves me with a lot of room for me to be negligent in the terms of, am I performing the required number of reps recommended, or am I doing it in the correct form or not? Basically, this is an audit for me and also for my therapist. Also, I have a gut feeling that this is going to be a recurring injury for me, because the build-up was pretty gradual. So I just wanted to document this for any future references. I also feel that this can help someone down the line, but I have a short disclaimer that I do not claim to be an expert in this, and my program is highly specific to me and my goals. So please consult a professional before following this program. So the diagnosis that I've received is I have insertional tendinopathy, which is basically a condition which affects the Achilles tendon at the point at which the tendon attaches to the heel bone. This is a bit different from midsection tendinopathy, because in that case, the area which is affected is a bit higher up on the heel. So we are not experts in this field, so I'll not take the liberty to point out the exact area of this bifurcation, but there are some indicators which will help you determine your condition better. So a small litmus test that which can help you understand the difference is if you're doing exercises which demand your Achilles to absorb energy, something like jumping. Maybe you can try jump squats. And if your pain becomes worse while doing it, then you have midsection tendinopathy. But if you're having trouble in range of motion activities like performing what they call as dorsiflexion, or bending or lifting of your ankle, then you have insertional tendinopathy. See, I would like to confess I have no business knowing so much about this. And this is all thanks to the information provided to me by the experts at Physiokinesis. Physiokinesis is like your one-stop shop for all your physiotherapy needs. I have been there for multiple conditions like rehab of my ACL surgery, my ankle rehabilitation, and now for my Achilles tendonitis. So I can assure you that they maintain a very high bar for their physiotherapists. And if you're from Thane or from any neighboring city, then I would definitely recommend you to drop them a visit. I would leave their details in the description below. Now, based on my diagnosis, I received my plan for the first week as follows. Now I spend about 8 hours of my day on Excel sheets. So I'm going to show you this table on an Excel sheet. I've even added colors to this table to make it a bit more lively. So I'm not accepting any feedback on this. Now this first table is how I planned my week to be, and the second table is how my week actually went. The top row is how I planned my workout split to be, and the ones below are the therapy exercises which I've tried to club according to their function. Now the rule of thumb which I was asked to follow was I was asked to rate my pain on a scale of 10. For any of the exercises, if my pain crossed a scale of 4, I was supposed to stop doing it. And also in the morning after a certain day, if I felt a pain of beyond 4, I had to tone down the repetitions. I've recently moved into a gated apartment complex where all the amenities like the gym, the playground are close to my building. So now, unfortunately, I had a bad start to my program because all the amenities are shut down on Monday for maintenance purposes, which includes my gym. I tried finding a well lit area outside, but I could not. And frankly, I was feeling a bit embarrassed to shoot in the open. So, day one was wasted. Tuesday was the day I could finally start with my program, and honestly, looking at the list, I felt like these exercises were pretty vanilla exercises. I could only squeeze in 15 minutes for my actual workout, so I had to compromise on my repetition, which I did by only working on my injured leg rather than both my legs. Day 2 were the same exercises which I did on day 1, so my body was kind of ready for it. I could squeeze in about 20 minutes for this workout, and I completed all my reps on both of my legs. By the end of the day, by the end of my reps, I could feel the cramps building up in my leg. So on Thursday, I added 2 strength building exercises to my routine, and frankly, there was some awkwardness at first in getting the form right. Specifically in the soleus heel lifts, I had to balance the weight with my own hands, so it was taking some weight off of my legs. Although by this day I had realized that I was getting a bit fatigued, specifically when I was reaching the second set of any of the variations. So I had started munching off some seconds here and there. So for anybody who is trying to follow this routine, I would highly recommend that you use a timer rather than doing a mental counts of the seconds. Now on Friday I was supposed to do my eccentric holds, but I also had my second appointment with my therapist on Saturday. So I kind of wanted to check my progress in a match situation before sharing my feedback with my therapist. So my friends invited me for a match on Friday and I said yes. So basically my match day shifted from Sunday to Friday. I thought about recording the match on my GoPro. With the GoPro on my head starts to feel a bit dizzy and I can't think properly during the game. So in the end I decided against it. Also, I usually play with a cleated shoe like this during my games, and I kinda had a hunch that it was aggravating my situation. So this time I chose a shoe with a less aggressive stud pattern. I had a pretty decent game actually. I was not cleared for running, but I was advised to keep playing with slight jogging here and there on the field. So I took up a position which was less demanding. I took up the position of right back, where I compensated my lack of work rate with some good passing and good positioning. But just talking about the pain, I did not have a lot of relief over there because around half time I started to feel the burn in my leg, in my heel area. So I guess the combination of changing my shoe and doing the exercise helped me delay the onset of the pain, but I think I have a long way to go for full recovery right now. I shared my match experience and my program progress with my therapist, and she has cleared me for running on the treadmill and has asked me to add some football specific drills in my routine. She has also added some exercises to my rehab program, but 80% of the workout routine still remains the same. I'll share a detailed exercise list in my next video. So I am giving a trial for a left wing position where agility is a no-brainer. So I think it's about time I start running. My first touch and my positioning remained good, although my dribbling has taken a huge hit in the last 3 or 4 months. So I think I'll be working on them with a bit more purpose. So I think I'll have more football specific content in my next video. So I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.